It can be hard to figure out an exact amount of money you'll need when you retire, but it is extremely important to start saving as soon as possible. This afternoon, our financial expert Paul Hood from Hood CPAs is here to discuss how much money you'd need to save in order to have $1 million when you stop working. Paul, thanks for being here.
You bet. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, good to see you too, even if it's virtual. The $1 million is kind of an abstract number. How much money do you recommend your clients save for retirement?
So here's the deal. People, what I would focus on is retirement doesn't take age, it takes money. And the easiest way to see how much money you need is figure out what you think you need on a monthly or annual basis and subtract from that what your Social Security estimate is. You can go to Social Security and get that. And then take that number and divide it by 0.04. So what that's going to do is that's going to give you a number that if you earn or if you withdraw 4% of it, that added to your Social Security is going to cover your living expenses. So your living expenses less Social Security or any other fixed pension is a number that you need on an annual basis divided by 0.04, and it gets you a number, because people underestimate how much Social Security plays into it. Because what happens is people go through two phases in life. They go through an accumulation phase of life where risk and volatility is your friend. You want to harness risk. You want to make volatility work for you. But then when you get ready to retire, you move into a cash flow strategy, a distributions phase of life. And so that $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a year you get in Social Security, a lot of times really reduces what you need to retire.
Definitely. And what's the best investment strategy when it comes to investing for retirement?
So again, it depends on your age and it depends on where you're putting your money. But there's a concept, and this is going to sound really weird. What you invest in almost isn't as important as how you invest. Now we're talking about normal. You're not making speculative type investments. Hey, swinging for the fence home runs. But there's a concept called dollar cost averaging that comes into play to where if you just invest every single month, you almost are guaranteed to win. Because what happens is, let's say we're putting $100 a month in and we buy one stock for $100. 30 days later, that stock's only worth $50, so it's down by half. Well, the bad news is 100 to 50 is half. 50 to 100 just to break even is 100%. But if we put in another $100 that second month, we're buying 2 shares. So now we have 3 shares with a much lower average cost basis of about $65, so that the market only has to come up to 65 for you to break even. So dollar cost averaging lowers your average cost basis. So if you invest and the market's high, yay. If you invest and the market's low, double yay, because you're buying things on sale.
And if somebody at home is watching this, they just haven't started saving for retirement yet, how should they start that process?
Well, if they've got a job and they're working, they have a 401k, you've got to put money in the 401k, especially if they've got a match. A lot of times in today's world, we'll tell them that they've got age-banded funds, which is a great thing to look at. So let's say there's a 2040 blah, blah, blah fund. That means somebody is looking to retire at 2040. So it's a comprehensive portfolio that will get more conservative as you get closer to 2040. So take advantage of any matches in the 401k. If you don't have a 401k, then set you up an IRA, but don't let the limitations of an IRA limit what you put back in investments. Even if you can't deduct it, start savings. Try to live on about 70 to 80% of what you bring home.
All right, Paul, great advice like always. Thanks so much and safe travels.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
Yep.